Hey guys, this is Blog of the Hut, and today we're talking Doctor Who, looking at some of the species from the latest series. On the whole, my impression of the series was, it was okay, but it just doesn't feel fresh anymore, and I do hope that the radical change in Doctor will bring some other changes about, because most of the episodes seem to be treading very familiar ground, and this was particularly evident in the species, which we'll get into now. So, first species was the Vardy, who are here basically because the Doctor says they are. The Vardy were a species of artificial beings created by colonists, designed to build a perfect colony for them, already made when they woke out of hibernation sleep, and the idea being that the robots, would be there to build them a perfect world where they'd be constantly happy, and they were programmed to monitor happiness, which in turn ended up causing tragedy. I like the emoji bots. I thought I'd hate them, but I didn't. But on reflection, they're very much a millennial version of the Smilers from Season 5. They also, the way they killed in that kind of nano cloud has been pointed out, that's also like the Vashta Narada, also from Season 5. I thought the whole plot to begin with was okay. It was quite creepy, the woman forcing herself to smile at the beginning, but then what I didn't like was the fact that they were just suddenly declared sentient at the end by the Doctor Who, and then we get this typical Doctor Who trope of the Doctor negotiating peace between stupid humans and this alien race with a different perspective, which just happens over and over and over in Doctor Who. And to be honest, it just kind of took the wind out of the overall plot. You could have just had a much better ending if they were just robots. You could get some kind of morality tale out of it, that you can't program happiness, or that sadness is just as important as a part of life. Something like that would have been better, in my opinion, than just, actually they're a sentient species because you've programmed them to understand happiness, even though they ended up killing everyone because they misunderstood what happiness was about. Anyway, right, next species, the Thames Ice Snake. This is possibly originated on Earth, a giant underwater creature, has a symbiotic relationship with smaller fish-like creatures who fetch prey for it by cutting through the ice that it creates. I really like the Frost Fair setting. I thought that was just a fascinating piece of British history. But again, the creature itself just felt really derivative. It felt exactly like the star whale, again, from Season 5. I mean, are they just trying to repeat Season 5 here? The idea of the star whale, this giant creature that is exploited by humanity. And there's actually another alien very similar called, I think it was nicknamed the Cash Cow in Torchwood Season 2 as well. It just felt like they were just repeating the same ground again. And lastly, for this episode, we have the lice, or Dryads. These creatures resembled sort of giant wood lice, and they could interact with wood on a molecular level and integrate life, other beings, into the wood that they possessed. Okay, I thought this one was more original. I thought it was suitably creepy and effective. Plus, honestly, I can't say anything bad about an episode with David Suchet, and I think if you're going to make a good episode of Doctor Who, if you're going to turn this thing around, stick more David Suchet in. They could have just had him throughout the whole series. I thought maybe the Landlord, as he was named, could have been another Time Lord. I'd have loved that. Had a spin-off with him. I don't know, whatever. David Suchet is just awesome. So that kind of swayed my opinion. And I like the twist at the end with the mother, and the fact that he was just this scared little boy trying to protect his mother. So yeah, on the whole, I thought that was a good monster, and I thought it was well delivered. Again, it was fairly typical Doctor Who creepy, but it was done in a good way. And yeah, if you're gonna sway my opinion, then stick David Suchet in the episode. Okay, right, well that's it for this post. Do feel free to check out my blog with other posts and information, and you can also follow me on Twitter. But for now, thank you for watching.